Hello, avocado fans. This is Gregory, and I'm looking at my lamb tree here, and I'm seeing the little fruitlets hanging down all over this tree. This is going to be a good year for this one. But what's interesting is I realize this is the perfect example. I've been getting asked a lot lately whether it's a good idea to plant an avocado tree in the middle of the summer. Let's take a look at this tree and we will discuss. So how do we get a new avocado tree? Well, generally, the fruit will fall from the tree, and you can see one there, a baby, and eventually when it gets big and ready, it will fall off the tree and go into the ground, like so. And the seed will extend the roots and sprout a new tree. Again, like so. And then from there, you will have another avocado tree. And it will be shade protected from the mother tree, and it'll get big like this one and pop through the canopy. In fact, here's a grafted tree. I got the budwood from Re-Engineered Moments. Thank you. He has a great channel, and it's the SC Gold or Santa Clara Gold. And what's interesting is these grafts here are getting the same shade protection that they would get in the wild. A wild avocado tree would get protection from the other growth around it, and then it would get tall and then get full sun. But perhaps you want to plant where there is full sun, which I'll show you next. Before I do though, let me show you this one. This one again is getting partial shade, and I know it's going to be fine. I just planted it, and it is this variety. It's one of your better tasting avocados. Look, you can see the compost down there with the tea bag, in fact, and it's pushing out new growth everywhere. It's extending the roots in the warm sun. So it can be done, but it has to be shade protected. Now getting back to full sun though, well, this is what you're gonna probably wanna do. If you're gonna plant your tree in a space where it gets full sun, you're gonna need that shade protection. The grafted tree, it was getting protection from the mother tree. The Pinkerton was getting protection from the house. This one, the umbrella. This is my fuerte, and as it gets warm, the roots will extend and this will get well established. When it was in the 90s, it started getting sun damage, so I put up this umbrella. This umbrella will protect it, while at the same time it is getting some sun, and I could raise it and give it more sun, but I'm not worried about that. As long as it survives and gets well established, I know this is going to be a good tree, and I'm sure by next year it should be able to handle itself fairly well. And I say that because over here I have a tree which has only been in the ground about 6 months, and it is doing really well, and this is in my full sun back area. This is the bacon. The bacon is a hardier variety, that's for sure, which is why it is so well known and so commonly grown in Northern California, because it can take some heat and some cold. And look at it, it's just taking off. This is a beautiful tree, very reliable. And what happened here is because it's been in the ground 6 months, the roots have expanded and extended, and it's getting somewhat established. And I think when it needs water, it knows where to go. At least, if nothing else, because it's established, it's a stronger tree and it's comfortable and happy. Another method I could show you real quick is sometimes I use fig trees to protect my trees. Look, here's one right here. There's 2 potted figs, and right there and right there, and you can see the ground with all the compost and mango seeds and peach seeds. And behind there is my avocado tree, and you can see the figs right there protecting this because before I put these trees here, I was getting a lot of dieback. But if you look closely, I think I can see it. You can see the avocado is growing fresh shoots. So again, it's got protection. Now, the other thing you could do, if you have a tree and you're new at growing avocados, is you can repot it or uppot it, which I'm going to show you right over here. These are all in pots, and they are getting shade protection from full sun. In fact, I haven't painted the trunks for protection because they get morning sun, and I'm just letting them do its thing for now because they're not being exposed. Well, what you could do is uppot it for the summer and plant it in the fall when the tree will have almost 8 to 9 months to get established before it has to deal with high inland heat. Look at this here, just taking off. This is the Levin's Hass, which is an early Hass variety, ready 4 to 6 weeks earlier. And it came originally in a 3.5 or 5 gallon pot like that, and I put it into this pot. And guess what? The roots are extending and there's growth everywhere. So this is what I would do if I was a first-time grower of avocado trees and I wanted to be sure I at least got through the summer, because I can tell you where I am, where we get a lot of days over 100, if you survive one summer, your tree is pretty much good to go. So again, you could partial shade, or you can uppot your tree. And that is basically the answer. It depends what you want to do in your situation. You can either use an umbrella and shade it so the roots can extend into the ground. If you want to go the easy way, I would uppot it and keep it shade protected, so it's still going to enjoy the heat, and the roots will expand and the tree will grow. Look at how happy this tree is, all the perky leaves. And then when the heat wave's over, when it starts cooling down, then you can put it in the ground. And I want to add one more thing, which I'll show you for the sake of a video, only for the sake of the video what I do this. This is a beautiful Gwen tree. Now, I know that it can be difficult, but if you can let your root ball dry out, look, this is what you want your root ball to look like when you pot it, when you plant it, exactly like so. Do not play with or touch the roots as far as I'm concerned. I just keep it as it is. I put it in the ground. I let the tree work its magic and do its thing, and then the tree takes off. And some people even take a razor blade and cut the pot in half to keep it nice and intact. What I'm saying is, the most important thing is don't touch the root ball or let it fall apart, because once you do that, your tree is going to have a lot of stress from root shock, and then a lot of stress from the high heat, or if you live someplace where it's cold and it's a cold time of year, a lot of stress from the cold, and your tree will probably die, which is not what we want to see. We want to see a tree that looks like that. All right, guys, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and leave any comments. Have a great day.